What's up, everyone? Arid Lord is here. Welcome back to another video in a new location. This will be our headquarters for the foreseeable future for videos. So you'll get my favorite producer in the world, Timbaland, and you'll also get a Yu-Gi-Oh poster that I picked up at the Walker Stalker 2019 convention. It was made by this cool indie artist, and I've had it since then. I've hung it up in different places, and I had an extra spot on this wall behind me, so I decided to put it there. Anyway, last week I made a vlog talking about the lack of Walking Dead general news that was happening. And then WonderCon happened, and then the Walking Dead Rick Grimes series filming has happened. Now, I'm going to leave that for a separate video. Anything that has to do with Andrew Lincoln and the photos that have come out recently, I'll probably make it right after this or just, within the same period of time. However, this is a Dead City vlog. This is Walking Dead Dead City. And this is the Negan Maggie show that's in New York City. And we actually have a 57-second trailer that I'm going to play. I am not going to put the audio on. If you want to watch it, I will put the link in the description because I will probably get some type of copyright. Even just playing the video slow motion like this is probably going to trigger some copyright stuff. YouTube is way more hard-nosed about that kind of stuff than back in the day, especially when I got away with uploading full-length episodes of some of the episodes that are still on my channel to this day. I don't know if they just slipped through the algorithm and they're just on there now. I'm not really sure what the case is. However, we're going to review what's going on here. So this is the Walking Dead Dead City teaser trailer. All right. There's really no need. I was going to put headphones. Reason for me to put headphones in. So we'll watch this in slow motion, which is probably going to look really goofy. So you got Maggie running. And this is an older Herschel. I will say, when I watched the trailer, and for those of you who've watched it, this is an older Herschel. This is not Kid Herschel that had the conversations with Lance Hornsby when Lance found the hat, and he's like, "Oh wow, a perfect fit." This is a slightly older teenage Herschel, which means that we've gone through a couple of years since the end of season 11. I don't know if it's going to be addressed how many years it's been, but that also plays a role in, because the Daryl series, the Rick Grimes series, and now this, they all have to take place at they have to take place around each other. Some could take place farther in the future than others. We could get an older teenage Judith who's almost on the verge of adulthood by the time Michonne fucking finds Rick. Then again, actually that probably couldn't be the case because Michonne goes off in season 10, and there's no way she's searching for Rick for that many years unless she herself is captured by the CRM and is just trapped there infinitely like Rick. For 6 years, we know Rick has been trapped there for a very long time, and we will hopefully get the answers to that. But anyway, the discussion here is that this is an older Herschel. I imagine it takes place somewhere way in the future. And then we got this dude. This dude who, I guess, if I had to presume, this is our villain. A very pixelated villain. This bald... he looks like a bald Willem Dafoe, sort of. It's funny how he has this he almost also looks like a mobster. He's got this leather jacket with this sheep wool collar, and then he's got a white button down shirt. So it's almost like he crawled out of the financial district and he's causing shit, Given the fact that we're now being presented, this guy as the villain, I don't know if really the CRM would be involved with this. If I had to guess, Scott Gimple is probably he doesn't want to make the CRM the villain of everything. If I had to guess, they obviously 100% are the villains for the Rick Grimes series. For the Daryl series, I would have to say yes. I mean, based on the teaser from the end of World Beyond, where we had those fast zombies and the experiments that were going on in France, I I have to imagine that they're involved. I don't know territorially. I mean, it's never discussed if they have anything in international lands. We do know about their triple alliance that spans across the entire continent of the United States. But I'm guessing that it's going to be like a brand new villain that they make for this. And but the question is why? So why does this guy take Maggie's kid? This was the prediction that everyone thought. Like, what's the motivation for Negan and Maggie to go to fucking New York? Herschel's capture. All right. Well, that was probably one of the more predictable answers that we could have been given. So this guy looking all menacing. I don't know if this is an actual scene or if this is a promo because it looks. This is a funny shot. Just it's very actually kind of reminds me of the season 6 finale when Negan's first introduced because it's in that dark, pitch black atmosphere, and then you have the car headlights illuminating it and blinding us, the audience, and it's our only source of light in the whole shot. So that's going to be a big question moving into this. Why does this dude take Herschel? And then we also don't know why Maggie recruits Negan to find Herschel. We do not know the answer to this. I'm not sure if she maybe says to him, hey, like, I know I told you at the end of season 11 that I'll never forgive you for what you did to Glenn, but if you rescue Herschel from this bald, stockbroker zombie dude, then I will forgive you. I don't know if that's like an angle here, or if Negan just feels like he has an infinite debt that he has to repay because of what he did. I'm not sure. It's just kind of like you're coming with me sort of thing. He has my son. Your key to getting him back. And there's some zombies that burst through. There's more walkers that burst through. Negan throws this walker into a pillar. This guy reminds me of Django. From Django Unchained. If you guys have seen that movie, he literally is like Django came into the Walking Dead universe. I don't know if this is a wanted poster of him or someone else, but I'm getting like Midwestern vibes by this scene. This is a crazy ass zombie. I don't know what that scene was. Because this walker is just like, I like how its teeth are like perfectly intact here. Look at that, like perfectly intact white teeth, but like the rest of it is just completely gnarly and gross. This was a scene that actually I saw some filming leaks for this where a guy falls out of a building and crashes onto a car. So that's pretty cool. And then Negan actually talks about this. He's like, people falling from the skies? What the hell's going on? If I don't know if it's like walkers. We saw this in season 4 when they go to that supermarket and like the ceiling is unstable because of how much time has passed and just the building infrastructure collapses. I imagine we would see this on a major level in New York City. So you have a lot of interesting opportunities to play with the architecture and play with the infrastructure. Are we going to see the Empire State Building? All the New York landmarks, Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building. You could even go, some of the newer structures. If you went, like One World Trade, given that has ties to historical events that are a pain point in American history, maybe they wouldn't use an apocalypse version of the newest World Trade building that was completed in 2011. It is a very tall building, though. I mean, it's definitely now become a landmark of New York City, just like the original Twin Towers were. So they could do it. Imagine freaking walkers falling out of that thing. I mean, that'd be a sight to see. I mean, this is only a small skyscraper right here. And then this. Okay, so this is like an interview. I'm not gonna play this. This was all. It was all right. It was 15 seconds. I did get confused because it was 57 seconds, but this was just all the interview stuff from WonderCon. So So June 18th, we have our date for this, June 18th, and we do see the Statue of Liberty in the background. I promised that I would be doing reaction videos as long as I have a functioning setup and I can get around to it. I will absolutely do my best to try and do a reaction to it. I don't know if they announced how long this is. There's definitely a first season. It really depends. It depends on the quality of it. Negan is obviously one of my favorite characters, but it was within the context of the main Walking Dead storyline. And now that that's done, I'm curious. That's my big question with these spin-off series. Like, did they make them just to milk the franchise and make AMC more money because they lost The Walking Dead and Better Call Saul? Both the Breaking Bad and Walking Dead universes concluded in 2022. And Scott Gimple took a Marvel approach, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and was like, oh, we're just going to keep making stories in this universe. So now you've got Daryl, you got Rick, you got Maggie Negan, and then Fear the Walking Dead's entering its final season as well. So once Fear the Walking Dead concludes this year, you're really going to be relying on these spin-off shows to carry the franchise forward. Why is it two deads? The Walking Dead Dead City. You say the word dead twice. Okay, well. I don't know if they would just do Dead City, but no, it's under the Walking Dead franchise, so, alright, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I guess maybe I wouldn't have picked this title. Why Dead City? Like, oh, what, New York City, but there's the Walking Dead, so Dead City. I don't know. Who knows? So pretty cool stuff. We have essentially the reveal of our villain. We have the reveal of a side character with that Django Unchained character. We know why we're in this situation. Teenage Herschel is captured, and it will be all in New York City, and it was actually filmed in New York City. It's funny because my cousin works in downtown, and there were some times coming back from work where he would see them filming. They'd have certain sections blocked off. So this was and is being filmed in the actual New York City. So there's no... I'm sure they'll use green screen for certain stuff, but like they're actually using certain parts of the city to make this happen. It's because, if you guys know, all of the Virginia stuff, like when in the main show, when they go to Alexandria, that's not actually in Alexandria, Virginia. Almost the entire show, if not the entire show, is filmed in Georgia. They just, use different pieces of land to film the certain sets. So I think like Woodbury is like a mile or so from the Alexandria location in like real life. But in the show, we know that Woodbury was in the Georgia region and Alexandria is in Virginia. So is all the places that are a part of All Out War, Sanctuary, Hilltop Kingdom, Oceanside, Scrapyard. So a lot more locations were in Virginia than, because in Georgia you had Herschel's Farm, the prison, and Woodbury. Oh, and then I guess also Terminus, and Father Gabriel's church. So okay, well, I guess you've got like an even number. I suppose what's the count? So you got like the campsite, Herschel's Farm, Prison Woodbury, Terminus, and then you got Alexandria, Hilltop, Kingdom, Oceanside, Sanctuary, and then Scrapyard, Alpha Site, and then technically the Commonwealth is Ohio, so that doesn't really count. So I guess more locations were in Alexandria. But the point of all that was that this is actually filming in New York City. So that was all I was trying to say. So anyway, let me know if you guys are excited for Dead City. I am not excited for a stupid Norton antivirus notification. I don't even have Norton on this computer. Yeah, let me know if you guys are excited for this. I'll be covering the Rick Grimes news next, because I've made reference to this before, the Instagram page where people follow the happenings of Andrew Lincoln, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff A lot of stuff, a lot of footage. Actually, yeah, some footage, a lot of photos. So I'm definitely excited for that. I mean, because obviously, out of the three spinoffs, that's the one that I'm far more interested and invested in. Because to me, it feels like the actual conclusion of the show, because we can't conclude The Walking Dead without knowing what the hell happens to the main character who was taken away in a helicopter by this mysterious and yet super powerful group that is more powerful than every single group combined that we've ever seen in the original Walking Dead. Even if you took the Sanctuary, Commonwealth, Whisperers, even if you took all those groups and merged them together, the CRM has 200,000 plus soldiers, with helicopters across multiple locations, Portland, Oklahoma, presumably Philadelphia, which is maybe where we're going to assume this is going to film for The Walking Dead. So this is the biggest threat The Walking Dead has ever had. And we've seen pieces of it. World Beyond has gone into greater detail with it and given us a sneak peek, but that was only a one sneak peek. So there'll be more on that later. I don't want to get too much into it. It doesn't really have to do with Dead City. Like I said, separate vlog for the Rick stuff. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is exciting stuff for The Walking Dead. And that trailer is live. I was at PAX East this past weekend, but apparently also WonderCon was going on as well. So, and that's where this got announced. Although there was some Street Fighter 6 footage at PAX East. So, go figure. So, anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you probably shortly for all the news and information on Rick Grimes. So, all right. Peace out.